In today's video, I want to highlight some brand new PlayStation Store deals that have been added to the summer sale that the PSN Store is running right now. Now, this sale is a little interesting because they are definitely rotating games. However, they're not really making it aware what games are being rotated in and out, so you kind of have to do the digging yourself. I did a little bit of digging, and I found a couple of deals that either have been recently added or that I haven't mentioned in the past, so I want to go over those deals. Some of them are really good, including a great deal on Days Gone, Assassin's Creed the Ezio Collection, Judgment. I want to reiterate that discount because a demo did just get released, and a couple of other unsung discounts to go over. Also, Monster Hunter World is a game that is discounted. We talked about that. However, more importantly, Iceborne is almost here. It's going to be releasing early next month, and if you pre-order the expansion or get the digital version of the Master Edition, you get an awesome dynamic theme. I don't really cover dynamic themes on this channel. However, this one looks so great and one of the best PlayStation 4 dynamic themes that I have seen, so I wanted to give that a mention. Also, Final Fantasy XIV, to celebrate the launch of Shadowbringers, is holding a free login campaign. We'll talk that at the end of this video. First up, I do want to take you guys through several great deals as a part of the PSN summer sale. Again, I'm pretty sure the majority of these have been rotated in. Every week it seems like they're adding a couple of deals, and it seems like they're taking away some deals as well. So first up, Days Gone is 40% off. It is down to $36. And as far as the deals we've seen on the PlayStation Store, this is the best deal I've seen on Days Gone. I think one retailer might have had it for $30 at some point, but in terms of buying the game digitally, $36 is the best price I've seen thus far, and $36 for Days Gone I think is a great buy. Is this game absolutely perfect? No. But given this is Sony Bend Studios' first AAA game in a very long time, bear in mind that they've been working on a lot of portable games. They did Resistance Retribution, Uncharted Golden Abyss, and Days Gone was their first attempt at a big budget open world game, and it had some issues. This is one game where I thought it was a little bit too lengthy. If you shaved off about 6 to 7 hours of the single player, I think that would have actually done the game wonders. However, for the most part, you're still getting a quality game out of this one. The visuals are gorgeous. The storytelling, I would say that there are times that the story is really good, and then there are times where the voice acting is a little bit of a turn-off, and some of the other narrative elements don't go together as well. However, I think there's a lot more good to bad out of Days Gone, and Sony Bend has stayed rather committed to the game, releasing new content and keeping it fresh and updated, and it looks like they're not done with the content updates yet, so that's also something to note. At $36, I think it's a great buy. Do I expect this game to get a little bit cheaper come, say, Black Friday time? Yeah, probably it will get cheaper. It'll probably be around, $25 to $30, but if you've been eyeing this game up for a while, so Days Gone for $36, I would say is a pretty good buy if you've yet to check it out. Okay, moving on from that, an awesome deal that I noticed is Assassin's Creed the Ezio Collection, which is 80% off for $9.99. This is a ridiculous deal as it includes Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, and Assassin's Creed Revelations. The only element it's missing is the multiplayer components from Brotherhood and Revelation, and honestly, I wasn't even too big of a fan of the AC multiplayer when they had it. I always saw these games as single-player experiences, but nonetheless, just so you guys are aware of that, the Assassin's Creed Ezio trilogy is considered by many to be the best component of the Assassin's Creed franchise as a whole. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. I loved Assassin's Creed 4. But let's not get into that debate right now. What I will say is Assassin's Creed 2 is absolutely awesome. I thought Assassin's Creed Brotherhood was really good as well. Although AC Brotherhood, you can make the complaint that the game was really, really easy. I mean, even if you haven't played a ton of action games in your life, I feel like Assassin's Creed Brotherhood was such an easy game to go through. But nonetheless, AC Ezio Collection offers a lot of content. 3 individual sets of trophies as well, so that's very nice. And at $9.99, you get 3 different games, essentially $3 and change a piece. I will say, with Assassin's Creed Revelations, I felt like the series kind of overstayed its welcome a little bit, at least Ezio as a character. I would have been fine with Brotherhood kind of capping things off. Revelations, from a gameplay standpoint, is still rather good. It adds a couple of new elements. But nonetheless, $9.99 for it is an absolute home run, so pick that up. Judgment, I mentioned this before, but it's 35% off for $39. They just added this to the sale as well. Wanted to reiterate this deal because they did just add a prologue demo. I know that $39 is still a steep price point to pay, but if you need to be sold on the game a little bit more, try out the free demo, see if you like it. You probably will, and then pick up the game from there, or at least get a taste of the demo, see how much you like it, and if you only kind of like it, maybe wait on a deeper discount. But I'd say $39 for Judgment is also a really good deal, given that this game does have a sizable amount of content. We're talking, 30, 40 hours north of that if you're looking to do everything. And of course, with this game, the did add English voiceovers. Technically, it's on another level compared to the Yakuza titles. I just can't say enough good things about Judgment, and I just want more people to play it, so $39 for that is quite good. Alright, also, let's run through a couple of other deals real quickly. Ikaruga is 50% off for $4.99. It's a classic shoot-'em-up game, a unique shooting game with white and black polarity, switch polarity, and absorb enemy bullets, defeat 3 enemies of the same color in succession, and keep going from there. This is one of the best received shoot-'em-up titles of all time, and now it's available on the PlayStation 4 for $4.99. Great buy if you are into shmups. Vampire is also seeing a significant discount. It is 75% off for $14.99. This is a game that I talked very positively about back in 2018. Going into the release of Vampire, I didn't think it was going to turn out to be a great game, and I'm not going to say that Vampire is an absolutely perfect game. It definitely had some issues with its gameplay. However, from a storytelling standpoint, a voice acting standpoint, and a presentation standpoint, I thought Vampire was incredibly strong. And Don't Nod Entertainment, the guys that developed this game and the guys that did Life is Strange, also have been updating the game, and they released one major update, and they added a more difficult option where the game was even more challenging, which I would highly recommend to not play the game that way. However, if you did just want to casually go through the story, they did also add an easier difficulty, which will make the game a breeze, and then you can just enjoy the game for the storytelling. So if you want to go through it that way, I would recommend it. However, even at the normal difficulty, it's not all too difficult. If you do all of the side quests, level up your character, whatever the case may be, it's a pretty easy game to go through. It's just that the gameplay isn't all too satisfying, so I wanted to make note of that. Still $15 for it. That's a new low for Vampire, and I would highly recommend it at that price point. Also, do want to note that the Kingdom Hearts all-in-one package is 40% off for $59.99. This, of course, includes Kingdom Hearts 3, Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5, and Kingdom Hearts 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue. Now, $60 for this is quite good. However, it should be noted that KH3 has been going on sale very frequently, and it's been as low as $20 physically, so the game doesn't really hold the weight and the value that it did, 6 months ago around the time of its release. But still, you're getting 1.5 and 2.5, you're getting 2.8, and you're getting Kingdom Hearts 3 on top of that. Digitally, this is a great buy. Now, just be in mind, if you do want to download and install all of this, that's going to require a sizable amount of your storage space, around 110 gigabytes. So just be mindful of that, and I would highly recommend you to play the existing Kingdom Hearts games before you jump into Kingdom Hearts 3. That's why I think this all-in-one collection is such a good buy, because you can go through Kingdom Hearts 1, you can go through Kingdom Hearts 2, you can play the spin-off titles, Birth by Sleep, Raid Chain of Memories, you can play Dream Drop Distance, you can play all of the Kingdom Hearts games leading up to the release of Kingdom Hearts 3, and then you can go through Kingdom Hearts 3. The storytelling isn't absolutely perfect, but to understand it the best you possibly can, you might as well go through every game, and all of the games are quality. Yes, has Kingdom Hearts 1 aged a little bit? Yeah, it's been like 17 years since its release. Kingdom Hearts 2 holds up a little bit better, but even that's showing its age. Dream Drop Distance, that was originally a 3DS game, so from a visual standpoint, you can see some of the aging from the existing titles. However, I still found them very fun to go through, especially because there's a lot of nostalgic IPs represented in all of the games. So just from that sense, I found them rather engaging, and $60 for all of the titles is quite good. And lastly, this is a deal that didn't emerge this week, but I did want to mention it as well. World War Z is 37% off for $25.19. Saber Interactive did a really good job with World War Z, and they offered a very compelling multiplayer experience. What was great about this game is that they released it at a budget price point from the get-go at $40, and now even cheaper than that at $25.19. It is a great buy. If you can convince a couple of friends to pick it up with you, you are going to get the best experience possible that way. If you're looking to just jump in the game solo and play by yourself, you're honestly not going to have a great time. This game is accentuated by having a group of friends to play it together and go into the game together. That's how you're going to have the best time possible. Think a game like Killing Floor 2, think a game like Left 4 Dead. World War Z has a lot of elements from those titles, but does add its own nuances on top of that. And Saber Interactive has done a great job in keeping the game updated with fresh content, and now for $25 and change, I think it's a great buy, given that it did just release, under 4 months ago, and to see it getting a sizable discount like this, I would say this is a very good buy. Okay, so the deals are great. I wanted to lastly make note of two quick things. The Monster Hunter World Iceborne expansion is going to be out in September. However, if you do pre-order the expansion or get the digital version of the Master Edition, you will receive a frosty dynamic theme, and this is one of the best dynamic themes that I have seen. I can't really do it justice, but I'll leave a link in the description box below where you can check it out for yourself. Again, very slick in presentation, one of the best designed dynamic themes, so if you're gonna pre-order the game anyway, that is a good reason to do so. And lastly, Final Fantasy XIV is holding a free login campaign for a week after Shadowbringers launch. If you've previously purchased and registered yourself with the game but have not played Final Fantasy XIV for at least the past 30 days, you have a chance to dive back in until 7:59 a.m. Pacific time on August 16th. Obviously, Shadowbringers was incredibly well received, so now wouldn't be a bad time to jump back into FF14, and with all of the other new content they've added to it, Final Fantasy XIV has become one of the most compelling MMOs on the market, so definitely give that a look. And that's gonna conclude this video. Again, a ton of new PlayStation Store deals have been added with Days Gone, Assassin's Creed Ezio Collection, Judgment, Ikaruga, Vampire, Kingdom Hearts All-in-One Collection, World War Z, and there were more deals outside of these added. I'll try to give the store another look, and if there's anything that really catches my eye, I'll give those a mention. So do expect a follow-up sometime in the near future. Monster Hunter World's major expansion in Iceborne is launching next month. Pre-order the expansion or get the digital version of the Master Edition to receive a frosty dynamic theme, and Final Fantasy XIV is holding a free login campaign to celebrate the launch of Shadowbringers. That's gonna conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.